Tell me again that we'll be lovers and friends. You're probably thinking, why the fuck am I singing that, right? Alright, so jumping straight into it, the stuff with the girl that's playing the game of Gungi with King. I don't know if her name's been mentioned or what. I'm just gonna call her the girl because I don't know her name. But I'm starting to think that she is going to be very close with King after this, because initially, to be honest with you, if I didn't see the ending and the announcer didn't say that when she very first appeared, that, you know, she's gonna have this big impact, I would have thought, you know, it is what it is. She probably might teach him a lesson and he's gonna kill her, behead her. But the ending is really pushing it, and it's making me have doubts that she's gonna, like, just get beheaded or killed right there from King, because it just has constant images of her and it's making it look like she's a real big deal. So I'm predicting, and again, this may be out there, maybe I'm fucking pulling your leg or some shit, but maybe they're gonna either be very close and she will be the first human that he actually gives a shit about and say, yo, humans, I guess, have some value, or possibly even he might fall in love with her. I doubt the love part, but, you know, you never fucking know. You just never know, especially where it seems as though the King is the type of person that he respects, values, and honors people that are powerful and strong and can match up to him. This girl is fucking whipping his ass in Gungi. He can't beat her. He's nowhere near close to even possibly beating her, and she's not even going full on his ass in Gungi. So I'm thinking that this might be the way where he actually loves her or something, or becomes very good friends with her. I don't know. I just, something about it with the ending is, I guess, is really what's pushing it, because you just see constant images of her and the King and coins and all sorts of shit. So that's my prediction regarding that. This episode, for the most part, it was some good stuff, nothing crazy. I guess it was more so developing the whole situation with King and that girl, and kind of the lessons that he's going to keep on learning throughout this, because he can't beat her, and he has this superiority complex that he could beat anybody, but he can't beat her in Gungi. He can't. So I'm liking that it's kind of like he's getting frustrated. He's like, yo, what the fuck? But at the same time, he likes the competition. Fucking crazy shit, the dude hung himself because he didn't want to fight King, and the King just laughs about a fucking hanging, like, hey, whatever. Fucking funny shit. Now, this Morel versus Cheetu battle, again, a very complex battle in my opinion. First of all, Morel is just like, you know what? He looked at every option, he's weighed every option, and now he's just like, fuck it, I'm gonna lay down and let time pass, whatever happens. And if he jumps at me, I think this is a great strategy, because if he jumps at him, he said, we're gonna play tag, if you can touch me in time, etc., etc. So all you gotta do is lay down, and if he gets frustrated enough, either A, it'll fuck up his ability, maybe he don't understand to what extent can he hold that, you know, space or whatnot, or B, when he jumps at him, he'll grab him. So that's a good strategy in and of itself. Unfortunately, the preview seems like a spoiler. I don't know. I hope the preview wasn't correct in what I saw, but we'll see with that. But so far, very complex stuff. I like how it's setting it up. And this episode, for the most part, was a set-up episode. To set up things. To set up the King with the girl, you know, with the game of Gungi, that it's, you know, going in that direction of him kind of learning something from this. It set up the battle with Morel and Cheetu. And it also set up the fact with Gon and the chameleon guy meeting up with Knuckle and Shoots. And I think that this was a little bit of good progression, because the chameleon said, yo, I want to know of them firsthand before I jump into any type of commitment with them. And Knuckle saying, yeah, I saved the dogs. That was more than enough. So we got a little bit of slight progression on that. Throughout the whole episode, as far as my own personal enjoyment goes, I really enjoyed the stuff with the King and the girl playing the game of Gungi. I wasn't a big fan of the Knuckle and Shoots part with the chameleon. I understand that it was, you know, of course needed to advance things in that aspect, but I was just like, a little bit, didn't really care for that as far as my own personal enjoyment. As far as, you know, moving the story along, of course, that's good stuff. And the whole thing with Cheetu and Morel, I think that was some good setup as well for what seems to be an interesting fight. I don't know how Morel is going to pull it off. And I just like how it's always so complex with some of these battles, because it's like, you know, he got the men outside, and if he disperses it, then it might not be able to make its way in. So always some complex shit to make your mind think, and I like that, because I don't want it to just be, well, just punch him, you know? So good stuff on that for it as well. Episode didn't really advance too much. It felt like it mostly was setting some slight things up and moving things along slightly, but it didn't really advance too far. I guess that's probably the biggest part about this. And I feel as though that's what this arc has become. Unlike other arcs where things move very, very quick, and that's probably because the anime was also adapting a lot of material, opposed to now it's not. These episodes like this one and some of the prior ones, it kind of just feels like it moves a bit slower than it used to move, which at the same time we're still getting good material, so can't complain about that, but definitely you can feel that it's not as quick and as fast paced, but nonetheless, still a good episode. I'm gonna give this one 7 out of 10. Not anything too crazy, mostly just setting things up, and I really am truly interested to see if my theory or any of this outcome is gonna come true regarding the girl and the king and this game of Gungi, because I don't know, you just never fucking know with Hunter x Hunter. Oh, and one more thing, this whole shit with Morel, like, you gotta wait there like 5 hours just say fuck it while everybody else is fighting. I hope you have a more in-depth plan than just that. But let me know what you guys think, anime-only viewers. Do you think that there's gonna be some sort of bond, friendship, relationship that's gonna form from King and this girl after this whole thing? Because I'm definitely seeing it. The ending is pushing it forward. Like, I think there's gonna be a big connection between the two of them, and this will be the change where King will look at humans like, at the very least, this girl is special, and I don't hate humans completely. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Thumbs up for Gungi because it seems like a game that brings people together. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.